You know, it's really hard to find Class C RVs with diesel engines in them, but we found some awesome Class C diesels. Stick around, folks. You're definitely going to want to check these out. Hey everybody, Mike with RV Blogger here in front of the camera, and Susan's behind the camera. And today we're going to be taking a look at Class C RVs with diesel engines in them. You get all the benefits of a diesel engine, plus all the roominess of an awesome smaller size Class C. Stick around, you're definitely going to want to check out these floor plans. This Class C RV is the Forest River Forester, model number MBS 2401B. It measures in at 25 feet 5 inches long, has a tow capacity of 4,200 pounds, and it can sleep up to 5 people. When you first walk into this Class C RV, on the right-hand side, you'll find the driver's cab and overcab area. Then we swing on around into the theater seating and kitchen area, and behind me here is where your bedroom and bathroom are located. So our first impression walking in here is, wow, this feels like a very wide open and spacious Class C RV. Now, starting from the very front up here, you'll notice that the driver's cab is very nicely appointed. This is a Mercedes chassis that it sits on, so it's also a diesel engine Class C RV. Very well done, looks great, sleek, modern, and the driver's seat and the passenger seat both swivel around, and so they can face into the rig. So if you have extra family or friends over, everyone has a place to sit down. Now over top here, there's a very large bunk area, and this piece actually flips up and out of the way, so it actually makes the driver cab feel better. So if no one is using this or no one's sleeping up here, you can get this out of the way. That's what we always did in our Class C RV, and it made it easier to get up and out of the driver and passenger seats and into the back of the vehicle. Now, if there was someone sleeping up here, let's take a measurement and see what size bed we have. This baby's, looks like it's pretty big. And we are coming in at 80 inches. And man, my measuring tape is not cooperating with me right now. So 80 inches by 54 inches, so a residential full-size bed is what you would get. 2 adults could easily sleep up here. Certainly a couple of kids could sleep up here as well. Now you'll notice on both sides of the overcab there is a window on each side, so you can get a nice cross breeze. And there's also this nice TV on a big swing arm. So whether you're laying in bed watching TV or you want to swing it on over so you can see better from your theater movie seats, you can do that as well. Now at the one end of this bunk, I guess I'll call it the head of the bunk, there's a little open storage area up here, so you can throw some things in there and store them up here. Plus there's a USB and C port here on the end, so if you're staying up here, you can charge in your phone or Kindle or whatever you may have. Now the kitchen area starts right at the entry door, but above the entry door, which is very classic in almost every Class C RV, there's usually a cabinet up and over the door. This one, they've put some of their controls here instead, but they also do have a little bit of open storage up there. There's also a receptacle up there in case you need to plug anything in. Now, as we move across through the kitchen, these are really nice looking cabinet doors. I love the two-tone look. Just looks really nice and luxurious in here. And you raise these up, and then you have some nice storage up top with a built-in shelf. Below that, we have lighting on the bottom of the cabinetry. We also have 2 receptacles here, one in the middle and one towards the end. So if you need to put a toaster or coffee pot or anything, you can plug it up top here, and that will work just fine. Now, they also have a 2-burner stove in here, and I kind of wish, instead of using this big Dynamax stove, maybe they used a smaller cooktop and turned it sideways so you have a back burner and a front burner, and then you get more countertop space that way. But this is how they decided to do it. Now, there is a little bit of countertop space here that you can use, and certainly the sink cover helps with your countertop space. But when you remove it, you'll find you have a gigantic single bowl sink in there. This is a beautiful faucet, and of course the separate sprayer is always a nice feature to have as well. So if you do need some more countertop space, they do have this extend-a-top. You can raise that up, and there you go. You got some extra countertop space. Now down below the countertop, we have these very nice doors that open up, and you have some storage under there. Plus, there are a couple of drawers below for all of your kitchen utensils. And as we slide along here, we have a microwave convection oven down here. So you can bake a pizza, bake some cookies, do a microwave dinner, whatever you want to do. It's very convenient and in a great location. Now, next to that, we have our refrigerator, and this one's really a little unusual because the refrigerator's on top and the freezer's down below. So if you need a lot of storage space, especially in your freezer, this is a fantastic refrigerator to have in your rig. Now, directly across from the inline kitchen is where your kitchen pantry is located, and they have some really nice drawers in here that are set up that they can pull out. They're fully extendable, so you can reach everything from front to back. Very nicely done. And then down below here, you have some fixed storage as well. Now here I am sitting in the movie theater style seating, which I mentioned is in a good spot. It's right across from the kitchen. You can see the TV from here when you swing it out on the old swing arm. But this area is multifunctional as well. Not only is this your family room, it's also your dinette because it has these little side tables that swing out. Now these tables are a little small in my opinion. It would be hard to kind of eat a meal here. I guess you could do it. But you could also buy a standalone table, and I think you'd be able to stow it like right here very easily, or you could keep it in one of your outside storage bays. But this is a great spot for your table to sit. You can clip it into place and you won't have any problems with it that way. That way you could set a table up here. Not only can you use the table inside, but you can also use it outside. So even the table's multifunctional. So there you go. Now these recliners are super comfy. They're all electric and they just ride right out nice and slow and easy, and man, you can really recline back in these things. I mean, I might even take a nap right now. I'll see you guys in 20 minutes or so. But anyway, you got a couple cup holders right here, a spot in the middle to put your remote controls so that you don't lose them. But these recliners really go back very far and they're very comfortable, I have to say. We might be getting some new recliners. Anyway, next to me here is a little mesh storage area. You could tuck like a Kindle or something in there. And then there's also a USB and C port and a couple of receptacles there. So if you need to plug in, that's all available. And also there's USB ports in the control mechanism to recline or unrecline your recliner. That's a really weird thing to say. Behind me here is a really nice sized window. We're at the RV show, so there's another RV like 6 inches away outside. And then over top we have this additional storage cabinetry with a nice light underneath it so you can see really well while you're sitting here. So here I am all the way in the back of this Class C RV, and this is where your bed is located. And you probably know that because you saw it earlier in the video. I'm not telling you anything new. But let's measure this bed and see how big it is. It is 76 inches by 60 inches. So this will be considered a short RV queen mattress size in here, but still a good size. Now on each side of the bed, there are receptacles and USB ports that are available. There are little tiny shelves at the head of the bed where maybe you could put your phone there while you're sleeping overnight. But on the other side of the bed, there's a really nice big cubby area with a shelf above. So you have even more storage over there. Now behind the bed here, this is not a headboard, this is just the shade is down. Look how nice these shades are. And there's a window behind that. You can't see any light coming through there at all. So they're very nice blackout shades. I love the valance above, and then you have a couple of reading lights as well. And finally, there's a window on the side here so you can get a little cross ventilation while you're sleeping. Now, right behind me is where all of your cabinetry and storage for all your clothes is located. This is one big cabinet with 3 cabinet doors. There is a bar across the top so you can hang all of your garments in there. And these cabinets are also lighted so you can see what you're doing while you're in there. You might notice these couple of cushions here. These are made for the front seats. So if you do turn the seats around and someone is sitting up there, they can use these cushions so they sit up a little higher and they're more on the same level as everyone else in the RV. Now down below the wardrobe cabinets, there are 2 more drawers that are very large so you can store things in there, and 1 more cabinet door with additional storage as well. Also want to point out at the end of the bed, right on the wall here, is where your TV is built, and it's built right into the wall, so it looks like it's supposed to be here. It's not just hanging on a wall. Perfect spot to be able to watch TV as you drift to sleep at night. Now here I am in the bathroom and I'm standing in the shower like I always do. And as you guys know, I am 5'11", but let's see how much headroom we have in this particular shower. And standing in the shower up to the top of the skylight, we have 6 feet 7 inches of headroom in here. And the ceiling throughout the entire coach is about 6 feet 9 inches as well. So for you taller folks, this is a really great RV. You won't have to crouch down in the shower or anything. So very nice surround in here. Both back corners have spots for shampoo bottles and soap. Of course, you have your shower wand in here. And even though this is a shower curtain, it's built into a nice frame, so your curtain's not flopping around. You're not going to get water running out onto the floor. It's just very well done, and I really like that a lot. On the left here are 3 towel hooks on the wall, so you can hang up your towel when you're done taking a shower. So here we are where Susan's now in the shower and I'm on the other side of the bathroom, and this is where your medicine cabinet is located. There's 3 nice shelves in here for stowing away all of your toiletries and such. And then you have this nice countertop space. Now, I have never seen a vanity with a countertop cover before, but hey, this one's got one. So if you need additional countertop space, there you go. Otherwise, you have a very nice sized sink in here, very impressive, and a beautiful faucet over top. There's also a receptacle on the side here, so if you need to plug in your curling iron, hair dryer, shaver, whatever, boom, you got it right there. Below the sink, there's also additional storage, and there's also a storage cabinet right next to the commode. So here I am sitting on the commode now, and as far as the elbow test goes in here, well, it looks like it's going to pass with flying colors. Now once you come outside, the fun doesn't stop from inside. You can come outside, flip up this, and then you have a nice TV out here. So if you want to hang outside under your awning with your friends and watch a football game, boom, there you go. In addition, there's a couple of storage compartments outside. And this one's a pretty good size, and you'll notice that in the very back there it has a drain plug. So if your compartments need some cleaning out, you can hose them out and they'll drain right out. This Class C RV is the Coachmen Prism model number 24MBE. It measures in at 24 feet 11 inches long, has a tow capacity of 5,000 pounds, and it can sleep up to 4 people. Okay, when you first walk into this Class C RV, on the right-hand side, you have the driver's cab and overcab area. Then we wrap on around into the living and bedroom area, into the kitchen, and then finally behind me in the back of this coach is where the bathroom is located. Now, our first impression when we walked in here is, wow, this feels really nice. It feels very luxurious. We love the fact that it's got a multi-use sofa, Murphy bed setup. There's also no dinette in here, so it's a really fantastic Class C floor plan. Now in the front of this RV, you'll note that it's built on a Mercedes chassis. This is also a diesel engine, so it'll get you around with a little better gas mileage. Also, you can see all the nice Mercedes appointments. These chairs also swivel around so they can face into the back of the coach, so you have some additional seating. Now up top here, everything's packed away because we're at the RV show, but you can flip over this piece of cushion into this opening here and make a bed up top. And if you did that, you would have a bed that is, about 45 inches wide and about 78 inches long. So an adult could sleep up there, and maybe even a kid or two could get up there if you're comfortable with them being up here. There's no bed guard or guard rail or any mesh netting or anything up here to keep the little ones from falling out. So probably need to put older kids or average sized adults up here to be comfortable. There is also a front window here. They have the shade pulled down right now, and this unit is not hooked up to any electricity, so there's no AC in here. So they're just trying to keep the sunlight from coming in and making it too hot. But all that natural light coming in here would be a really nice feature as well. So one feature we really think is great inside of this Class C is the Murphy bed setup with the couch in front. This is all in a slide out, so it'll slide on out of here and give you extra floor space inside. Now when you're sitting here on the couch, you may not have noticed yet, but it's right across from the TV location, and the TV in here is built into a televator. And so what happens is you hit your button and the TV raises on up out of here, which is a really cool feature. We can't show it today, again, because there's no electricity in this coach, but you get the idea. Now the couch itself is very, very comfortable. It does actually recline, but they are electric recliners, so we can't use them today. But to turn this into a Murphy bed that's not electric, and I'll show you how we can do that now. The first thing you need to do is just, I think you can fold these pillows down or just flip them out of the way. Then just release the D-ring at the top and pull the bed down. And you have to grab the bracket when you do that. And then make sure that is set up nice and square on the floor. And then you can pull down your Murphy bed. Now I know a lot of you guys are already saying, oh man, there's a fold in the Murphy bed mattress. I'm not gonna be comfortable with that. Well, if I was sleeping on this bed, I would grab the mattress, just flip it on around, and then put the fold at the bottom of the bed. And that way the fold is like under your knees, not under your back and hips, and you'll have a much more comfortable night's sleep that way. Now over top of this Murphy bed, you'll note that there are 4 cabinet doors up there with plenty of storage in them. And then there's also a nice big window here as well. Now, some folks are going to say, well, that's a useless window because the only time you can see it is when the Murphy bed is down. But some folks like that because, I don't know, you can see outside, you can open the window and get a nice cross breeze. You know, it's really just up to you how you want to use it. But there are some very good shades in here that will create a nice dark atmosphere for you to be able to go to sleep at night. You'll also note that on each side of the bed there is a little end table, and each side also has USB ports so you can plug in your electronic devices before you go to sleep. I do want to point out one other really nice feature about this Murphy bed, and that is when you lift up the mattress, it has all of these wood ribs on here that sort of act like a box spring, so you'll get a much more comfortable night's sleep. Now directly across from the Murphy bed, and I do want to mention, by the way, if the slide is in, there is still room to walk through back here to get to the bathroom. So that's always a great feature in any RV that has slides in it. But directly across from the Murphy bed and sofa is where your sort of entertainment area is located. I already mentioned that we have a televator up top, but I also want to point out that we have a beautiful fireplace down below, so you can get a really nice ambiance inside your RV while you're drifting to sleep at night or just watching TV. Susan and I turn ours on all the time when we're watching TV. It's just a great experience. Now there's also a couple of storage drawers here, and then also as we move into the kitchen area, there's even more drawers here for all of your kitchen utensils. Now, one other really nice feature that they have built in is this little drawer that slides out. And when we first saw that, we were like, wow, that's really kind of weird. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's too far from your sofa. But when this slide for the Murphy bed is in, your sofa would be much closer to this. And then while you're driving down the road, if Susan wants to come back here and do a little work or something like that, you've got this cool little desk set up just for that purpose. Now, as we move back into the kitchen, I mean, I just feel like it's a really luxurious, beautiful setup. I like all the cabinetry with all the dark hardware. It just creates a nice contrast back here. Now, up top, we've got a very large storage cabinet, and all the cabinets are held closed with these magnets. And boy, they are really nice and firm, so I don't think you have to worry about cabinet doors popping open while you're driving down the road. Also, above the cooktop is another extra large storage cabinet above here as well. Down below that, we have our cooktop area, and this is an induction cooktop, and I would probably like to see these turned sideways to give you a little bit more countertop space in here. But you also have a nice little spice rack on the wall, and they've got a little side splash built into here as well. Now, as we move back along, you have a nice big single bowl sink in here with your sink covers. And of course, this comes with a very nice faucet with a sprayer. Now, below the countertops in here, we have a convection microwave oven, and then next to that, underneath the sink, there's even more storage and plenty of it. Now, across from the kitchen sink and cooktop is where your refrigerator is located. This one's a little different than most fridges that we see because the freezer is down on the bottom, but you've got an okay amount of room up top, and then the freezer space, in my opinion, is just a little tight. I don't know if I'd really be able to fit a pizza in there or not, but you could certainly get some ice and some smaller dinners and vegetables and things like that in there, no problem. Now, just next to the refrigerator, you have this really great pantry cabinet. And I love these drawers that slide in and out of here. It makes all of the items that you put in here fully accessible from front to back. And there's 3 of them, so you have plenty of easy access for that. And in addition, there's another really large drawer down below. I would think this would be used for your larger pots and pan storage. Now here we are all the way in the back of this coach, and the bathroom back here is really nice and large, and that's because it expands from side to side. Now I'm standing in the shower like I usually do, and let's see if we can see how much headroom we have in here. I am 5'11", as you guys know, but up into the skylight there is 6 feet 8 inches of headroom, and the headroom throughout the entire RV is pretty good as well. Yeah, it's coming in at 6 feet 9 inches. So for you taller folks, you know, this probably would work out really well for you. Now, the shower itself is a corner style shower with the glass doors that wrap around. I really like that. I think it's a great way to make use of the space in your bathroom. Let us know in the comments down below though how you feel about corner showers, especially if you have one in your rig. We'd love to hear from you about whether you think it's a good shower setup or not. For me, it seems like it's plenty spacious in here, and I'd be very comfortable taking a shower. Now behind me here, we have an upgraded shower faucet. There are a couple spots for your shampoo bottles and soap, and there's even a seat down here in the corner of the shower. Just outside of the shower is where the vanity area is located. This is a really upscale vanity area. This looks like something you'd find in someone's home, not in an RV. Now, starting from the top, it's got this really cool lighted mirror instead of a medicine cabinet, and it's got all these different lights that you can choose. We have the same kind of mirror at home, and our granddaughter likes to hit it and change all the colors. But there you go. You can pick the color to do your makeup in the morning or whatever you like to do. It also has a feature where if you take a shower in here and the mirror gets fogged up, you can turn that on and it'll defrost, or not defrost, but defog your mirror. Down below that, we have this very upscale sink and faucet. It looks really wonderful, and this gives you some extra countertop space around here. There's also a little electrical outlet just below the counter, so you can plug in a hair dryer or curling iron or whatever you need. And then you've got these drawers that pull out for some additional storage. And finally, there's a door here with more storage under the vanity too. Now, beside the vanity, we've got this really large wardrobe closet up above. I mean, that thing is huge, but you can hang all your garments up there and even store more in there. To the right of that is another big cabinet with some shelving built in, so you could use that as a linen closet or something like that. Down below is a really, really nice feature to have in any RV, especially if you're out on the road a lot like we are. It is a combo washer and dryer. Makes life so much more convenient when you're in your RV not to have to use the laundry facilities at the campground. So finally, here I am sitting on the commode in here, and you'll notice above me is another cabinet up there that you can be using as your medicine cabinet or store extra items in there. Now, sitting on the commode in here, I'm not going to pass the elbow test, but it doesn't feel cramped in here at all because the bathroom is so large. So here we are outside of this Class C RV, and as you can see, it's got a TV mounted out here, which is great. You can hang out outside with your friends, especially during football season, do some tailgating or watch some football on TV, or you can watch the news or a movie, whatever you're into, but it's just always so nice to have a TV outside. And then finally, they have this really tall storage department on the back corner of this RV. I can't get the door open enough to show it to you because this other RV is parked in the way, but you've got about 5 to 6 feet of storage in there height-wise. It's not very deep, but if you had taller items like, you know, fishing poles or things like that, it would be very easy and convenient to store them there. This Class C RV is the Dynamax Isata 3, model number 24RW. It measures in at 24 feet 7 inches long, has a tow capacity of 5,000 pounds, and it can sleep up to 3 people. When you first walk into this Class C RV, on the right-hand side, you have the driver's cab and the over cab. Then we wrap on around through the living area and kitchen area. The bathroom is mid-coach, and behind me in the back is where your bedroom is located. Our first impression when we walk inside this Class C RV is that just wow. I mean, it's really a cool layout. It's very different from a lot of other Class C RVs that we see, especially under 25 feet long. So the floor plan in here, I think you're going to love it as we work our way through. Now we're going to start up front in the driver's cab. This Class C RV actually sits on a Mercedes chassis and it runs on diesel fuel. So right away it sets itself apart from a lot of other RVs in this size range. So the comfort and the fit and finish up front is as you'd expect with a Mercedes. Very nice, very streamlined, very modern looking. It just looks really, really luxurious. There's also a nice table here that fits in between the two, driver's seat and the passenger seat. These can both swivel around so they face into the rig, so you can get some extra seating up here and enjoy it if you're hanging out with family or friends. Now over top here you'll notice that you have your over cab bunk, and this is a really pretty good sized bunk. Let's measure and see how big it is. Let's see here. The mattress is 76 inches, and let's see how wide we got up here. Gosh, 54 inches wide. So, you know, a short full-size bed, but still a lot of space. Two adults could sleep up here very easily. But if you have the kids up here, you also get this safety bar to keep them from rolling out of bed. I know in our Class C, our grandson loves to stay up here. This is like his little clubhouse area, but we don't have a safety bar for him. But so Susan has to sleep up there with him so he doesn't fall out of bed. This is a great option and a great feature to have on hand. Now, towards the head of the bed area, you'll notice on the front wall there's a receptacle and USB ports that are available. On both sides of the bed, you have windows so you can get some nice cross ventilation up here. And then finally, this is also where the TV mounts, so you can see it from up in bed while you're laying down going to sleep at night, or you can see it from the theater seating that's in here as well. So that's a great TV location. Now as we wrap on around past the driving cab, here I am in the theater seating, and I got to tell you, this is a nice theater seat setup. It serves as your family room seating, but it also serves as your dinette because it has these end tables. Now this is a very simple setup. They just have these little cups that fit on the bottom of the side tables, and they go right into the cup holder that's built into the furniture, and it's very, very steady. We've seen a lot of different side tables over the years, and everybody seems to have settled into this style. It's the most steady and sturdy that you're going to find out there. So it's convenient, and you can stow them away really, really easily. Now, speaking of controls and things along those lines, your cup holders light up. You've got a massage feature on here, so trust me, I'm in heaven right now. And then you have all your electronic controls to make your recliner recline and unrecline. It's a very, very cool setup. Another really great feature to this setup is that you have a phone charging station right here, and when you lift up the console area, it's actually lighted inside. It is so cool. I love it. And then of course you have two USB ports and a C port as well, so you can keep all of your electronics nicely charged up. There are also two side windows in this slide out area and one behind us here, so you get plenty of natural light coming in. There's also a couple lights overhead and a couple of USB ports in the bottom of the cabinetry above, and when you throw open these doors, you have some extra storage space up there as well. So here I am at the kitchen area, but before I really get into it, right above the door and next to the TV is where this little cabinet is located. Most Class Cs have a cabinet above the door. You can store things that you need while you're heading outside, like bug spray, suntan lotion, flashlights, you know, all that good stuff. Right inside the kitchen though, you've got this nice big cabinet here with a shelf that's built in, tons of storage up there. And then next to that, you have a microwave convection oven. And you know what? Let us know in the comments down below. Do you prefer a regular oven, or are you okay with a convection oven? We got one in our Class A RV. I finally figured out how to use it, and it's been fantastic, but let us know what you think in the comments down below. Now, as we move our way through, we have a 3-burner range here with a little bit of countertop space in the area. We have the countertop cover over the sink, so when you're not using your sink, you get some extra countertop space, but that's a huge round single bowl sink. Beautiful faucet with a detachable sprayer as well. And if you need some extra countertop space, well, it's got this extend-a-top on the side that you can use to increase the amount of countertop space that you have. Now, there is also a receptacle right here. So if you want to plug in a coffee maker, toaster, things like that, at least you can plug in and make those operate. Down below the kitchen sink, there's tons of storage underneath, and there's also two, big extendable drawers underneath of your cooktop for all of your kitchen utensils. So just past where the cooktop and the microwave convection oven are is where your refrigerator is located. You've got a cabinet above, and these are great hinges because when you open your cabinet doors, it holds them in place for you. And check this out. They don't slam. Susan would love that in our RV. Now, the refrigerator itself does not come fully stocked with water, but this one is for the RV show, and it has a separate freezer, and there's plenty of room in both. So here we are in the very back of this Class C RV, and this is one of the coolest features that is available in this particular model, and that is that it has a rear slide that slides out to make your bedroom even bigger. So even though this RV is less than 25 feet when the slide is in, it does expand out to just under 28 feet, so you gain some extra space in your bedroom. Now the bed that's back here, let's get a quick measurement on that. It is about 74 inches by 60 inches wide, so it would be considered a short RV queen-sized bed. But nonetheless, it's a great fit back here. It's got a beautiful headboard, windows on each side of the bed and the bedroom, so you can get plenty of cross ventilation through here. A couple of puck lights up top so you can read at night. And in addition to all of that, there are USBs and receptacles on each side of the bed, so you have a nightstand and even a larger nightstand, so if you needed to set up a CPAP or things like that, you have plenty of room for that. Now, also in this bedroom, there is a little bit of storage in these smaller cabinets located on each side of the bed. And then finally, just over my left shoulder here is where your TV is mounted. This is a great spot. You can easily lay in bed and watch TV while you drift off to sleep at night. Now, at the entry to the bedroom is where this big closet is located. Up top here is a wardrobe closet, so you can hang all of your garments in here. And they did a really cool thing. They actually put some cedar wood on the back wall of this closet to give you that nice cedar smell in here. And now, guess what? I'll be installing cedar in the back of our closet in our RV too. So thanks a lot. But anyway, here we go. Down below, you've got even more closets or more cabinet space, and the cabinets in here are lighted as well, so that's a really great feature too. Now, right across from the wardrobe cabinet, and before you go into the bathroom, they have the vanity out here, which, you know, you might like it or you might not. I think it's kind of cool. Someone can be in the bathroom, using the bathroom or taking a shower, and the other person can be out here brushing their teeth and getting ready to go in the morning. Now you've got a nice medicine cabinet over top with some built-in shelving in there. Nice little vanity top with a receptacle just below, so if you need to plug in a shaver or hair dryer, that's certainly available. There's a towel ring here as well. And then you have under cabinet storage from two sides. So here I am in the bathroom, which is mid-coach, and of course I'm standing in the shower like I usually do. Now you guys know I'm 5'11". Let's see how much height we have in here. From the shower floor into the skylight, we have about 6 feet 7 inches. So for you taller guys, this is going to be a decent RV because you don't have to crouch much when you're in the shower. And the whole entire coach has 6 feet 9 inches of height. So pretty good headroom inside of here. Now the shower in here is very luxurious. I love this surround. It looks really, really nice and luxurious. You've got a nice shower head here. I'd probably put a smaller one. It kind of sticks out into the shower too far for my liking, but those are easy to swap out. And then of course, they have a little pouch in the back here for your soaps and shampoos and things like that. Now Susan and I actually have a wall mounted thing that goes on the wall, and it's got 4 compartments for soap, shampoo, conditioner, all that stuff. I'd recommend doing something like that in here as well. Now the shower door actually is a curtain, but it's in this nice track system. So that's a great setup. It controls the shower curtain. It won't be blowing in on you while you're taking a shower. Now there's also another cabinet in here. So it's sort of like a medicine cabinet without a mirror, but you can store extra TP, toilet chemicals, you know, some toiletries, maybe even some shampoo bottles, stuff like that up there. And then there are a couple of really unique style towel holders in this bathroom. Two of them are right here on this wall. You just pull these clips down and you can hang your towel right on that. And the other is on the door, which just has these, you know, little things that pop out, and you can, you know, throw your towel over each one of these. I think that's probably best for dry towel storage, not wet, because you'd have wet towels along your door. Probably not a great idea. Now, here I am sitting on the commode in here. You know, it's a decent sized bathroom. I'm not going to pass the elbow test on this side, but on my right side, no problem. I also want to point out in here that there's a little hose sprayer. Now, I assume this is for cleaning your toilet, not yourself, but I'll let other people figure that out on their own. In the very back of this RV, there's a huge pass-through storage area for all of your RV gear. It's accessible from both sides of the RV and also from the back, so you can get to everything. And a really nice feature that they built in here is each one of the little compartments back here has a little screw plug. You can remove that so you can hose out your storage bays and keep them nice and clean. There's also another storage area that also contains an outdoor shower. Hey guys, let us know which one of these awesome diesel Class C motorhomes you like the most and why in the comments down below. We would love to hear from you. And if you want to see some more Class C RVs, just click the box down below, and Susan and I will see you in the next video.